All right. Time to get down to business.
What sort of business do you suppose he is getting down to?
From the graphic novel series that Mike Barron calls outstanding and completely original, comes the very first Lucent premium trading card set, showcasing characters from the book, printed on the thickest stock possible and finished in high gloss cello laminate. The set of 9 base cards, comprised of 3 separate triptychs, is a must for fans and collectors. And if that's not enough, 1 in 3 and 1 in 10 sets will also randomly receive an additional rare or ultra rare holographic chase card. Plus, the back of each card features an original canon mini-comic, so you really don't want to miss out. Available only at thelucentcomic.com.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
Help!
Here,
Oh,
take my hand.
ah!
Come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me!
Take it. Take my hand.
After a big afternoon of shopping, there's nothing better than some Mexican food and a nice little drink. Come on down and enjoy a nice Mexican fiesta.
Guess what? We took everything you love about the Bloomin' Onion and created a menu you've never seen before.
Let me hear you say, Bloom, there it is. Bloom, there it is.
This bloomified menu starts at $13.99 and it's gonna blow your bloomin' mind.
Why am I down here? StreamYards. Thank you very much for changing everything about your. Almost good. Welcome everybody. Hello, how are you going this fine Friday morning? Get a little sneaky coloring stream in going on there? Can you guys see that? It's flashing. Was I gonna say put this up? Good stuff. Good stuff. How the bloody hell are you going? And I feel like I've just I know the ghost of VB. I know, right? What the hell? What the hell going on out there? It is my time to be productive. I was actually really productive yesterday, getting tons of the coloring done on the back of the trading cards. After a very nice, fun stream with Rob we had together. Man, I love the art share streams. Bit of a highlight of the old week. But now something a little bit more intimate and ugly. Well, hopefully not too ugly. Mark came in first, so he gets the honors. Taking the lead far and away up to... Where is it? Did I not load? Oh my god, I've done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing. Let's just end the show now. My goodness. And go. There it is. 18. Well done, Mark. Who else we got in here? We have Amanda says YouTube is weird. Keeps asking me if I want to be a member. I'm already a member, and it keeps asking me if I want to be a member on my own channel, which I would if I could. I don't know if that can even work. So what's up, Jab? What's up, Dark Side? Hello, Edwin. Hello, Jay. Hail, Mobigs. Golden Wrench, they're in the chat. Valley Law is here. Laughing, jovial, as we like to see. Did I say Edwin? I think I did. Say it again. That's right. That's how quickly I forget. That's not a forehead. That is a 5-head. Indeed it is. What's up, Prater, Citizen Ronan? Why am I down here? Must have been expecting a visit from... No. Well, we are drawing Rod. That is what's happening. Not drawing, coloring. Sounds like the anti-Mo membership filter is glitching out. It feels like it might be. I didn't turn on my green lights. Just because I didn't want to. And I thought it would be more fitting. Put this in here. I had done a short where I started doing the highlights. This bad boy. So I thought, you know what? I probably should finish that out a little. Justice for me, says Mo. How long has it been, honestly? It's been a very, very long time. We mentioned yesterday, maybe a year. And everyone else has sort of been blocked. Like, I don't know, Citizen Ronan, maybe. Henry Bemis, definitely. Maybe Jay Ryan. I don't know. But then they do end up eventually cycling through, but not Mo. The mystery continues. It's all right. Not all right for Mo, I guess. But I did have plans to... incorporate the memberships and, you know, what I'm offering with Amber Crown and everything eventually. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be able to do that. But we'll see. I'll figure something out. Citizen says, I can't accept gift memberships. I wonder why that is. You ticked it on. I don't know. I remember when it first started, it was hella glitchy, and then it seemed to sort itself out. And then, not so much. So, what I will be doing on this glorious double-page spread by the one, the only Rod Looper is doing what I always do, which is put in these lines and in preparation for the colors that I will be doing eventually. I was doing those colors on the back of the trading cards yesterday, I just mentioned. And I think There's probably about a week's left of work there, which is exciting. Be able to go start getting test prints done. I want to do a little card thing that the cards will arrive in. I need to get that done. I mean, I don't have to do any work for that. I just have to design it pretty much, all the art. I'm just going to use the art from the cards. But it's getting to the point now where I don't really want to be showing too much of that stuff on stream anymore, because that's kind of the point of getting the cards. You see what's on the back. And I've already shown so much. So maybe just a little bit more in some shorts, but other than that, that's probably going to be it. For the back of the cards for the streams. Dave, hello friends. Predator says you can't receive free memberships either. What is going on YouTube? It's a damn conspiracy. Seems like it's spreading. The virus is spreading. Oh, it's a type of account you have. Oh. Mo, do you have that? No, because that doesn't make sense for Mo. Because Mo got the memberships for ages. 4 years. And then just all of a sudden didn't anymore. So I don't think it's that. Unless they changed some kind of rule overnight and didn't tell anyone. Morning, Bancroft. That is a great looking panel. Not just a panel. This is a double page spread. Part of a 2-piece double page spread. You get that, and then you turn over and you get to see the aftermath, which I thought was a cool idea. That, I don't know, maybe it's been done before. I haven't seen it. But yeah, cool little thing that we've done in this book. Bancroft, that autographed copy of Waking Dream also came with the Painted Death preview. Very nice. Yes, slightly different to what actually ended up in Painted Death. Not that different, but slightly different. A few little art fixes and maybe, I can't remember if there was any lettering changes or anything like that. But, well, that preview was done floppy. So, you know, I have to adjust for the, what's it called? You know, the soft cover, the friggin' perfect binding, the square binding. So things had to get shuffled around a little bit. I think the panels on the last double page spread in that were different, I think, from memory. That's what I think happened there. But yes. A lot of people, when that came out, wondered why I didn't just include that at the end of Waking Dream. You know, go straight from Ella and, you know, Damon with his hand on the glass and then into the thingo. But I hope when they finally did read Painted Death, they realized why that wasn't. I mean, that comes on that page like 20 something or more even, I reckon. Mo says, I got memberships from other channels as well. That is true. That is, I've seen it. I've witnessed that with my own eyes. I mean, that looks bad on me, but I swear up and down, I haven't done anything to facilitate this outrageous injustice, continued injustice. Citizen says the aftermath is a tidal wave that hits the building and kills everyone. Not a tidal wave. That's all I'll say. All right, what am I doing? What am I doing? Man, you know, you watch Shant do this. He just like paints away like crazy while he gabs on about philosophy and really, you know, highfalutin subjects. There's the moment I even glance at the chat, I completely forget what I'm doing. It's amazing. It's amazing how the mind works, or in my case, doesn't work when I start streaming. This is a very veiny arm. I mean, there are some thick, ropey veins, right? I could. They're so big that you could even color them, highlight them. I don't think I'm going to do that. That's kind of Jake's wheelhouse. But yeah, that's like, what's that a sign of when your veins are popping like that? It's like roid use. Maybe it's just from lifting. Back when I used to lift, my God, when I was 19, I used to have some big veins on the old arms too. Always leave them satisfied, but wanting more, says Jay Ryan. I mean, that's usually my plan in all things. But I think the way I see it, A Waking Dream didn't have a cliffhanger. It ended where it needed to end. And, there was nothing more to say about that event at that time. With Ella coming out and everything. The next part of the story was the next part of the story. But if I had have ended it with, spoiler if you haven't read anything, Damon standing unannounced, like you don't know who he is, like at the door of the, in front of the ambulance, that would have been a cliffhanger, I think. That's the way I see it anyway. I have a bit of a different view on what constitutes a cliffhanger than I think a lot of people. Never satisfy, always leave. That's a different philosophy, Prater. That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem, is Citizen Ronan's interpretation of what I said to Mo. Bancroft, have you ever showed off any of your t-shirt design skills? Those would probably make good shorts or tutorials. I have old videos that I probably privated. Maybe they're still up there. Probably are. Old videos. I remember when I uploaded them, I got and then one of them I got, I think, 6,000 views. And I was like, is that good? It was so easy to get views back then. This was probably, I don't know, 2011, 2012 or something. I have showed them off over the years. It's been a while though. What would be really funny would be to go back to my old t-shirt designs that probably aren't even online. Back when I was more of a leftist, like a typical leftist trying to inject politics into everything. How insufferable. RJ says, I'm a paramedic. I can spot a good vein a mile away. Yeah, I reckon you get into one of these bad boys. Now, do you inject into these big pulsating type veins, or is it a different kind of vein? I probably should have not. The bigger, the better. He says, hell yes. All right, there you go. So it doesn't really matter. It's just like any old vein will do. It's like all roads lead to Rome, essentially. That's how I understand it. I'm no medical man. I always thought I could have been a doctor if I wanted to. I could have been that sort of thing if I wanted to, but I could actually never have been in that field. There's no way I could be a paramedic. And I've been tested in those situations before, and some of them have failed miserably. One of them I acted heroically. Another one I ran away like a scared little girl. But there was blood and the back of someone's head cracked, and I just noped out. I'm like, no. Yeah, not that. I'm a bit squeamish like that. It would help Valley Law to maintain self-control if Bancroft would stop licking his lips every time he talks about bulging veins. I'll try, Mo. I'll try. Yeah, Bancroft Medical Doctor MD. Now, there were very, very famous medical Bancrofts in history. Very famous, to the point where they've got a building named after them in Brisbane, the Bancroft House. Some very famous doctors, Bancroft doctors, came over from the old country and settled in Brisbane. I'm told we're probably not related, but when you look at them, there's a striking resemblance, I feel. So yeah, it's. I think I could have done it, but I couldn't have done it. You know, not my thing. Paramedic, friggin' emergency. Nah. I am in awe of people who can do that stuff. Bedside manner in critical situations. A jugular is justified. I don't know even how to interpret that, RJ. But yeah, just ask Mel. I'm not good in these situations. There's a Bancroft Road, an intersection I drive through. Yeah, anytime that comes up, people will show me. They'll sometimes send me their pictures. I've got a folder somewhere that I saved. And yeah, there's a lot of Bancroft roads and all that sort of stuff around everywhere. I never thought it was a common name. But I mean, do I dox him? Is it doxing? I guess it kind of is. But I mean, there's so many of us. So maybe I will. Someone called Michael Bancroft actually backed my book at one point. And I was so confused. I was like, what's happening? What is this? What did he put in the right? And it's like, no, there's a lot of people called Michael Bancroft. And then I wondered, maybe maybe he came across me because he was Googling himself or whatever. And he's like, oh, he's got my name. And then he checked it out. He's like, oh, this looks cool. And he got it. I don't know. I wonder if the name had anything to do with it, essentially. But I just thought it was kind of funny. Past you or future you back. I mean, that would be interesting. There's a story in that. He was Googling himself. Typical behavior for a Michael. I don't actually do that often. I have sort of checked in from time to time to see, what's trending. Because there are, like I said, there's a lot of us. And a lot of us are doing, something that requires some kind of social media presence. So there's one of them who does seminars or something. One of them's a highfalutin professor or something. But yeah, we're out there. It's Bancrofts. And yeah, so sometimes I'll check in to see where I'm ranking in that lot. Yeah, it seems to ebb and flow. Yo, Pixel Trader, what's up? It was Mel, says Mark. No, it didn't go to anyone I know. It didn't go anywhere I am associated with. So, yeah. Just us Michael Bancrofts have to stick together. And I wonder, is he Mike? Is he Mike Bancroft? I mean, most Michaels are Mikes. It does get a little odd. Feels a little formal if you insist on being called Michael all the time. Everyone in my life either calls me Mike or something else, some other name. My mother calls me Michael. That's normal. Pixel Trader is overseeing colors on Merkmaid and helping Hojo button up a few things on Mythicals 3. It's a banger. I think I still need to get the Mythicals. I don't know why I didn't. You know how it is. Sometimes these things come out and you just sort of, you know how it is. But I have been hearing fantastic things. That's good to hear. Good to hear Merkmaid is progressing. I still think Sebastian could just be the most valuable new character to come out of this whole scene. CG, indie comics, everything. It's just perfection. It really is. It cracks me up when Mrs. B calls you Bancroft in the chat. She started calling me Bancroft in real life. No, that's the effect. This is all had. She's like, Bancroft, have you done this? Actually, and she calls our son Bancroft now too sometimes. It's sort of like when she needs to get some attention. It's like, Bancroft, they come in, it's dinner time or something. I don't know, whatever. Says that's great. So it's Friday. I have one more work day left before the weekend. I've had a productive week. I hope you all have too. In real life and comics. I'm going to attempt to, the short I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to attempt to draw something that I've never drawn before. Drawn, rendered, whatever. Rain on a window. I've done rain on glass before, but it was sort of like bouncing off. I will reference that. I'll go back and have a look. But I was checking out, so I was trying to Google some references of how some other artists have done it. It was all Batman, a lot of Batman stuff. So I'll give that a go later. Bancroft and Bancroft Jr. That's us. Out in the backyard, kicking the footy, kicking the soccer ball. He likes baseball. I loved baseball when I was a kid too, actually. But I guess it's probably a bit different to what it's like in the States, where it's probably a normal thing where a lot of kids play baseball. Here it's kind of a novelty. It's a bit something different. But we do have a really good field. Actually, it's a lot of fields. There's a whole bunch of them. Big and small, with dugouts and everything. Not too far away. Baseball is a bit boring when the alternative is cricket. He likes cricket too. I mean, he likes hitting the things. I don't know if he'd actually enjoy playing. Cricket is the oh no, I colored in that guy's hat. Damn it! All right, let me save it. Or maybe I was probably just. Damn it! I think I screwed up there. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Where was it? It was just them. It was them. Okay, now will this... it's good. Fine. Excellent. Thank you, Photoshop. Good job. Nope. There. Okay. Back in action. Nipples? What nipples? What are you talking about? Hello, jerking it with the window open. Welcome. I hope my daughter is at school by now, because they're usually listening in the car. Mark says, I put in my 6 hours of work this week, no more until at least Monday. 6 hours. Well, I hope you get a high hourly rate. I work a little bit more than 6 hours a week. That's my lot in life. Pixel played baseball from T-ball all the way up to high school, added basketball into the mix in middle school. Yeah, I never played for a team. I think they were only just kind of starting out to become popular here back when I was a kid. But you know how it is. You gotta kind of... It definitely wasn't at school. We had T-ball at school. Maybe... I know we did have softball as well eventually, but never baseball. What's up, Sumo? Mark works for himself. He works exactly as much or as little as he pleases. And you love to see it. Rod is a bit of a chain master, I have to say. He draws a good chain, this guy. Ain't no chain brush. Camel's gonna go, hey! Okay, it says, in the house, some people are first name people. Others strike me as the last name people. Bancroft is Bancroft, Rob is Rob, Mo Biggs is Mo, and Jay Ryan is Bullet Ninja. I don't make the rules up. That is true. Yeah, because Michael is just... We don't even really know how many Michaels there are, because a lot of them do go by something else. You know, there's just so many of us. And, you know, a lot of famous, talented people are called Michael as well. So it's... You never really own the name. It's never really yours. You're just kind of borrowing it for now. So I understand the compulsion to go with something different. Not too many pixels around, says Pixel Trader. You haven't noticed. Jonas Olsen in the chat. What's going on, Jonas? How are you? It's been a while since we chatted. I saw you in the art share yesterday. How's the art going along? Are you working on anything at the moment? Anything interesting? I haven't been paying as much attention to... I know you post mostly on Instagram. But I hope things are well. Probably should switch to that. I missed the art show where they all bangers. It was legit really good, actually. I wouldn't say they were all bangers. You know, I like to throw in there. There's always some bit of work in progress stuff, you know. But no, it was actually... I think Rob was actually quite impressed again. We had to do... Well, here's an indication, Sumo. We had to do a double... poll, because there were too many. we thought, Rob and I thought we would arbitrate, just say, oh, these will go out, and the chat started rioting. So we were like, all right, we'll do 2 polls. And the one that we threw out eventually won in a landslide. So good. Yeah. Yes, I had to do a DP. The situation demanded it. And yes, has been confirmed. Rob also hates tigers. All the cool next. I mean, we already know he hates werewolves. Next, he'll come out and saying he just hates wolves in general. All the cool, badass animals, Rob hates, essentially. We're learning. So yeah, par for the course. Amanda says, I agree with Mo. Rob's list was much longer than it needed to be. Well, I try and find, a little bit, get a bit eclectic with the stuff. I'm always looking for new artists. Sometimes there'll be an artist that I've shown, 2 or 3 weeks in a row, and they put out another really great piece, and I'm like, all right, I'll like it, I'll save it, but I'm not going to show it right now. Otherwise, it gets too repetitive. We caved and added a nipple cover for Kickstarter, says Pixel. Okay, check it out. Apparently, that's you give the people what they want. Rob hasn't stated his preference against unicorns, points out Mo. That is true. I've noticed that. Jonas says he's working on children books in the works, 3 to 6 in progress, some in very early stage, and taking it slow and chilling. Love to hear. If anyone isn't aware, make sure you go follow Jonas over on Insta. Really beautiful. How would you describe it? It's sort of like you do a little water. I don't even really know. It's like watercolory kind of art, maybe pencils. I actually don't know the exact process you have, but it's very. It's a very nice. You can kind of see it in his. You can see it right there. I can pull it up. His avatar there. Another man with big veiny arms. However, will these 2 defeat them? Guess you're just going to have to get the book to find out. There's a lot of people here. Jonas is a great artist, says Citizen. Where to find Jonas? Where to find Jonas? That is a good question. I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to search him. I'll put the link in the chat for you. If it loads up. Instagram does not like desktop, I found out. I'm getting a white, empty. Mo says, maybe you could show us some of Jonas's work on Artshare if you weren't too busy finding some ancient Tibetan woman named Ho Tanekajika Stegawiga who crumples tin foil into bowls and spray paints them. Thank you, Jay Ryan. Look, he said he's chilling. He might not be posting as much. I don't like. I said Instagram was cool yesterday, and I misspoke. What I meant is I like that I like how they let you post many, many, many images in the one post. Instagram is not cool because it hides people from you. It's actually really, you have to kind of go out of your way to find cool art on there. It's quite annoying. And you can't go back and forth on the reels. And now that's very annoying. Jonas says, excuse, I was the first to use the art. Jonas, you're not making it easier on me to to hide my incompetence here. I will find some Jonas art. We can show that in the art share next week. What is with the names though? That is a thing. Like it's sort of, you know, it's a joke. We ham it up, but yeah, it's something about being an artist and having a weird, unpronounceable name. It's a pattern. Jerking it saying breaking news, I'm retracting my Instagram statements. No, I did it live. Someone pointed out that no, Instagram is, I mean, I got off Facebook a long time ago. Back when Zuckerberg was a lizard robot. He seems to be a human being again. And it made me think, should I go back onto Facebook? But then I don't know what's going on over there. And plus, being on Facebook was like being in high school again. I remember I just wanted to unfollow people who I've told this story before, where, you know, I just wanted to unfollow people who I hadn't really interacted with in a decade. So, you know, I just was like, oh, I mean, we haven't, you know, we went to high school together. We were friends, but, you know, we not friends anymore. I don't need to keep seeing your posts about whatever is going on in your life. So I just, you know, unfollowed, and oh my goodness, the uproar. So this is gay. Are you still on MySpace? I would love to find my old MySpace. MySpace is what stopped me from going onto Facebook, because I was like, I just started a MySpace. Why would I want to go on Facebook now? I was kind of dragged into Facebook, kicking and screaming. And even when you leave, you don't really leave. They still have your account on there. Are all artists, Amanda asks, are all artists supposed to be one nationality that you can pronounce, Bancroft? Yes, obviously. Obviously. I mean, Rod is from Brazil. He's from a whole different continent. And his name is perfectly easy to pronounce. What's so hard about it? You know, it's a very simple request. Well, that does mean it's funny when I struggle. I suppose there's that. I don't know if I need to be coloring any of these, but whatever. We'll see how we go. What's up, Grey Wolf? Great to see you here. We got Stato in the house. Hello, Croft Chat and Color Croft. So is the chit done? Done and dusted? It's over, the end of an era. It's now just your random draw streams, which I also do enjoy. I caught a little bit of the show. I didn't actually watch. You know, you've been saying our last show ever for a while, so I didn't know if that was It was a ruse. Tact is generally one of Bancroft's strong suits, but occasionally the forehead gets clogged with resentment and must be flushed out. Yeah. Like, wasn't it Jefferson who said the what did he say? Something has to be fertilized with the blood of patriots. This reminded me of that. Something to that effect. Something blood of patriots, yada yada. Chit happens. He says, "Yes, sir, the chit has been retired and my drawstrings will go forward." Seems like drawstrings are all the rage at the moment. I mean, not necessarily in terms of viewers, but a lot of people are doing them, is what I'm saying. I couldn't be happier. I do like a good drawstring. Especially if you can draw and talk, which you can. I can waffle and draw. I can, spout nonsense for, But if you want me to actually discuss anything, I'll stop drawing. That's just the way I roll. The Tree of Liberty. Yes, that's it. That Jefferson guy could really turn a phrase. Whatever happened to that guy? Did he ever do it? Did he ever do anything? I'm pretty sure he went on to some big things. Moses, I hope Amanda brings back her show where she reviewed campaigns. It was a good chit. Unfortunately, she cancelled the show before getting around to a proper review of Crom. Yeah, Rob and I used to do that a little bit. Not in the same, not as as formally as Amanda did, but I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was perceived as a good service. A lot of people just have no idea what they're supposed to do. The chat cast always has open invitation to the draw streams. One day I may put the link in the chat, though that can spell trouble. Or it might be glorious. You never know. I always found that if I was trying to have a conversation about something, a certain topic, and we would put the link in the chat, people would just come on to shill their books, which I understand, but I was like, it'd be cool if you could somehow produce it more like a radio show, where people come in and talk about a certain topic or something. And not just because in a radio show you've got a producer who kind of vets callers beforehand. If they're talking about a topic, the person doesn't call in and then start trying to shill their plumbing company. Cursus says it's a very risky move unless you're ready for potential drunk arguments. There is also that, which can be highly entertaining as well. Mo says, Sumo, surely you remember the stream where Jay absolutely destroyed a gem piece with his awful orange marker. I seem to remember that one. I don't remember him destroying it. Maybe I missed that part. I think I remember the gem piece. Jay says, but hey, gem pieces sold. Never works. Speaking of selling, the Utnapishtim piece ends tomorrow. Live on the show. I was thinking of doing more trivia shows, but I don't know if you guys like them. I don't know. I think some people don't care. I like doing them, but I don't know if people enjoy them. If people did, I would do them more regularly, but I just don't know. I know it's also a kind of a commitment, to be there. But yeah, I know people like to dip in and out, so I understand that as well. More Star Trek streams. How about Star Trek trivia? I think that's already taken though. People already do that. Stat says I get a kick out of a good trivia show. I guess it also depends on what the trivia is. What the subject is. Verbal warning, says Mo. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would, if it was up to me, I might just turn, what is it? What would it be? Friday night? Friday night, whatever the show is after the Diaz Bros into trivia night and just have some fun. I don't know though. I don't know if people wanted to do that. But again, they're also kind of a lot of work too. Even if you use AI to help, you got to check the AI because it's always wrong. It'll be like, this is the first time that ever happened. You're like, I don't think so. And then you check and it wasn't at all. So I don't know. Why are you all typing ooh in the chat? That was the one good thing about B-Rose stopping streaming is we didn't have to see that clip of me saying ooh anymore. Although we did lose a lot of other. I've got to reach out to B-Rose and see if he's got the still got the feral bush pig story somewhere. That and B-Rose's terrible intro. I don't even remember that, Mo. What was his intro? I just reached out to him, I don't know, a few weeks ago and just said, what's up? Hope everything's well. He's like, yeah, busy with life stuff. But didn't talk about comics or anything. He seems to be doing well. The Gways, not the gays. The Gways kind of disbanded, I think. No one's seen Brian anywhere. That was sort of the last I heard. Obviously unfortunate because they're still owing on campaigns. So hopefully, I don't know, something gets worked out there. Let's just say his intro was a bop. It had a skibidi riz. Even though I have what are they? Generation Alpha kids? I still don't know what that means. Victoria said something to me that she said no cap the other day. I was like, huh? What's that? She's like, it means no lie. I said, how does it mean no lie? She says, it just does, old man. Bancroft doesn't know no cap for real. I don't know. What is it? You tell me what it is. She didn't. She seriously didn't tell me. Like, what does it mean? Where is it from? I'm not down with the young speak. I know it equal. Wow. Okay. When did cap start meaning a lie, and how does that, like, what's it from? Is it from anything? Is it been around for a long time and it's just I don't know it? There's the distinct possibility of that. Cap has meant lie for decades. I've never heard it. I've never heard it until 2 days ago. Used like that, I mean. Mo says, remember when someone made a typo saying babe and it said bay and that became a thing for a year or two? You reckon that's what that was? I find the term bay to be one of the most cringy terms ever. I think I'm spending way too much time on this raggy ass dog. I'll probably end up changing anyway. Anyway. Something else. Actually, is that? Yeah. All right. Thank you, Sumo. The history of cap starts with the expression high capping, meaning exaggerating your status, pretending to have more than you have, which was first used in pop culture in the 1980s. There you go. I've not heard the term high capping either, so it doesn't come as any surprise to me that I don't know the word cap either. I thought it had something to do with people having caps and not legit grills, says Skip Edwards. You guys. When you what do you mean when you say grill, legit grill, Skip? And good to see you, by the way. Everyone subscribed to Skip. He's been putting out regular videos of his art, and yeah, the cartooning level on Skip's art has jumped up bigly, hugely. Actually, there's a good Skip. If you post a static image, because you know Rob hates the friggin' videos, you know, that would actually be a good contender for the art share. If you want to, you might not want to. Up to you. No press. I just noticed Skip had a wrench. Yeah, didn't we I think we gave it back. Didn't I give Skip B Rose's wrench in the end? It's been a while. All right, a wild Skip appears. For anyone in the audience who isn't aware, Skip is the originator of the ginger root hand meme. He is the one who coined the phrase. And he's also the one who masqueraded for many years as a... Who was that guy? He had a weird name, remember? He sort of looked like an exaggerated hipster version of Skip. Who was that guy? I put him in the B Rose meme. Drew McWeeny. McWeeny. I shouldn't laugh at the name, but come on, McWeeny. The re-wrenching. Can't share finished pages, so I don't have finished pages. Yeah, but you could share like that. The panel that you did of the guy kind of grimacing. You could share that. I could show it to Rob and he'd just sit there silently. You know, as he does. Yeah, Jay has it. Yeah, Skip needs to redraw that page 100 times before he shares it. At least you can see the improvement. He says, "Don't dox me, Mo." So I think in terms of these highlights, I don't know if I like that dog being so scraggy, but I can fix that later. Oh, no, this guy down here. I missed him last time too. Keep missing him. Don't see him there. Bancroft, are you depicting life on social media here? I know you're kidding around there, Stat, but you're actually not. I mean, it's not social media. But this is all happening inside her head. This is all a dream. So these are manifestations that she has concocted inside her mind. So they do, I wouldn't say they represent something, but they are a manifestation of something. Sumo wants to know, should he drop his address in the chat for Skip? No doxing. We don't condone doxing. Cancer says cap goes back to the 1500s when you might cap an anecdote, quotation, or verse. As part of a verbal jousting game by the 1800s, capping was a way of competing by telling a better joke than someone. I mean, you can write that and it sounds completely legit. You pulled it off, you know, something. I have no way of verifying that. I've never heard the term used in that sense before. I'm not saying it isn't true, just maybe I've been living a sheltered life. Capping has become synonymous with stretching the truth. There you go. So it's a certain kind of lie. It's a specific. It's not just like a straight up lie. It's kind of, yeah, a form of exaggeration to the point of a lie. It sounds like. There you go. You learn something new every day. It's actually a good thing. You learn something from your children. So they're coming into their own. They teach you things. I'm at least glad to hear it's not just some new internet thing that all the kids are saying. We have enough of that. Stat says my Lucent book should be here in a couple of days. How come they're not there already? They were sent a while ago, weren't they? Either way, I hope you enjoy them. I would have thought they would have been there by now. They usually don't take that long. Get you primed for this new one. And if you get the trading cards, a little extra fun lore pieces on them. I think there were some hang-ups with the weather or something. That makes sense. Let's just a little bit here. Not much. They'd probably be sitting in LAX. It's crazy. And then there was the art piece that I sent to Moromi, and it went to his state. It went from LA to his state, stayed there for a day or two, and then flew back to LA, stayed there for about 3 days, and then flew back to his state again. They need to get Elon Musk onto the postal service. Seems to be some redundancies taking place over there. We've got the King Camel in the house. I think Cap was from the 40s. He fought Nazis. We remember that one. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Let's do a little bit of a zoom out. Not what I wanted to do, but, I do like to keep it full screen. But anyway, there it is. Yeah, I don't know if I like the scragginess of the dog, but I'll revisit that. Other than that, everything is turning out well, exactly as I planned. There'll be a lot of this. I've got 30 odd pages of this to do, so strap in, buckle up. Looking to go live with this in June, come hell or high water, whatever state it's at. I like it, says Stat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go back some cards. Potentially, depending how many sets you get, you could potentially get 12 little lore mini comic pages on the back. Cool collectibles, all that fun stuff. You can also check out, if you haven't, this is ending tomorrow. 27 bids on it. Creating a bidding war. This one might jump up. We'll see. We'll see how we go. So it looks like there's a few people who are interested in it. Camel says, I'll also be launching the same day as live. June sounds like a good month to back a book. I've launched everything in June. I think as well it is a good month. It's a good time. People are feeling good. And also it works out without tax brackets. So good things all around. All right, everybody. That is it for me. I hope you have a wonderful night, day. I'm about to go to work. And I will see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll do trivia. Maybe I'll tweet and say if anyone wants to do that. We'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, I don't know what to talk about. I've exhausted my topics of conversation. See you guys. Bye.
Perth made an Australian video, and I wasn't even in it.
Emotional damage.